Welcome to Grand Prix, your go-to channel for the fastest updates in Formula One. We've got 3 hot stories for you, so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay ahead of the pack. Let's get started. Hey friends, we're heading into another race weekend, and there's breaking news out of the Red Bull garage. The team is set to implement urgent upgrades to Max Verstappen's car at the Miami Grand Prix. These updates are coming at a crucial time, not just for their title hopes, but for the future of Verstappen within the team itself. Let's break it down. After a shaky start to the 2025 season, Red Bull finds itself in an unfamiliar position, scrambling to improve performance and calm the rising tension within its own camp. The reigning world champion, Max Verstappen, has made it crystal clear, if the team cannot show meaningful progress soon, particularly with the RB21's consistency and race pace, he'll consider leaving the team at the end of the year. This isn't just about staying competitive in the championship. It's about convincing one of the sport's greatest drivers to remain committed long-term. And that pressure has accelerated Red Bull's development timeline. According to sources within the paddock, the Red Bull engineering team has chosen to introduce a new floor for Verstappen's car this very weekend in Miami, even though it's a sprint weekend with limited practice time. The goal of this new floor is twofold: increase downforce in specific areas of the car and deliver better overall balance, allowing Verstappen to push closer to the limit and extract more consistent performance across a race stint. Another key benefit? The team is hoping to address tire degradation, a recurring issue that has plagued Red Bull across recent rounds. Rapid tire wear has compromised strategy and robbed Verstappen of pace during the latter stages of multiple races, a pattern that cannot continue if they want to stay in the title hunt. The decision to bring such an important upgrade to a sprint weekend, where teams only get one free practice session, wasn't taken lightly. But the urgency of the situation outweighed the risks. Red Bull wants immediate driver feedback from Verstappen to determine if they've taken a step in the right direction, and how best to evolve the package ahead of the European leg of the calendar. Interestingly, Yuki Tsunoda, Red Bull's second driver, won't be receiving the updated floor in Miami. He'll continue running the older specification, with his upgrade expected to arrive at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix in Imola. There, the team plans to debut a more comprehensive upgrade package, including redesigned side pods and further aerodynamic tweaks to boost airflow and rear-end stability. So this weekend is essentially a litmus test. If Verstappen responds positively to the new floor, it will serve as a baseline for further development. But if it doesn't deliver as expected, Red Bull could be facing not just another underwhelming result, but the risk of losing its star driver altogether. We're watching a pivotal moment for Red Bull unfold in real time. Now it's over to you. Do you believe these new updates will finally turn the tide for Red Bull? Or are you starting to lose faith in the team's ability to fix the RB21 and hold on to Verstappen? Drop your thoughts below and stay tuned, because this championship battle is only getting more intense. As we head into another race weekend, there's already a major headline coming out of the Red Bull camp. And this time, it's not about car performance or contract rumors. The team has officially confirmed that Max Verstappen will not be attending today's media day in Miami. But before speculation runs wild, the reason is a very personal and joyful one. According to a statement released by Red Bull, Verstappen is currently absent from the track because he is expecting the birth of his first child. The original due date had been scheduled for later in the month, but it seems the baby had other plans, and the timeline has moved up. With the delivery now anticipated for today, Verstappen has understandably chosen to remain by his partner's side during this life-changing moment. Fans can breathe a sigh of relief, though Red Bull has assured everyone that Verstappen is not dealing with any health concerns and that he still plans to participate in the rest of the Miami Grand Prix weekend. As of now, he is expected to be present for Friday's practice sessions, Saturday's sprint and qualifying activities, and of course, Sunday's main race. That said, Formula One is unpredictable both on and off the track, and team officials were careful to note that plans could still change depending on how things unfold. In a sport where milliseconds matter, it's refreshing to see that some priorities go beyond the race circuit. And for Verstappen, nothing takes precedence over the birth of his child. This marks a monumental chapter in Verstappen's life, both personally and professionally. Having established himself as one of the most dominant drivers of his generation, stepping into fatherhood will no doubt present a different kind of challenge and joy. It will be interesting to see how this new role shapes his mindset going forward, both in and out of the cockpit. So while today's media events in Miami will go on without the reigning world champion, all eyes and hearts are with him and his family. From the entire F1 community and fans around the world, congratulations are in order. We'll continue to monitor the situation for any updates. Be sure to stay tuned for the latest, and let us know in the comments. What do you think this new chapter means for Verstappen's future, both as a driver and as a father? Quick and straight to the point, here's a major update from the world of Formula One. According to a report by the reputable German newspaper Bild, Sergio Perez has signed a 3-year contract with the Cadillac F1 team, set to debut on the grid in 2026. This news arrives just days after we first reported on rumors of negotiations between Cadillac and the experienced Mexican driver. Perez, currently in Miami for the Grand Prix weekend, is expected to be officially announced by Cadillac as early as this Saturday. This move would mark a significant chapter in Perez's career and the boldest step yet for Cadillac as it prepares to join the Formula One grid. With a proven track record from Red Bull Racing and years of experience in top-tier teams, Perez offers Cadillac exactly what they need: technical insight, racecraft maturity, and the ability to help shape the early development of their car. Cadillac's choice isn't just about racing skill. It's also about leadership. Starting from scratch in a sport as technically demanding as Formula One requires a driver who knows how to communicate with engineers, develop feedback under pressure, and carry a team through inevitable growing pains. Sergio Perez fits that profile perfectly. Beyond Perez, Cadillac is reportedly still pursuing its ambition to bring in an American driver. However, if that doesn't materialize, Plan B seems to be Zhou Guanyu. Formerly of Alfa Romeo and currently a reserve at Ferrari, Zhou brings experience with the Ferrari power units, the same engines Cadillac will run in its early years. He's also known for his consistent development work and solid feedback in simulator sessions. The decision to sign Perez shows that Cadillac wants more than just participation. They want a strong foundation, a driver who knows how to score points, develop a car, and help elevate a new team in one of the most competitive sports in the world. What does this mean for Red Bull and the rest of the grid? For starters, it suggests that Red Bull may not be planning to renew Perez's contract after 2025. That leaves a potential open seat next to Max Verstappen, assuming he stays. It also hints that Cadillac is serious about entering F1 with a competitive mindset from day one, not just showing up to fill numbers. We now wait for the official confirmation. If Bild is right, and Perez is indeed announced this weekend, the F1 landscape for 2026 begins to take a very interesting shape. So what do you think? Do you believe Sergio Perez is the right choice to lead Cadillac's debut in Formula One? Would you have opted for a different strategy, perhaps a younger, long-term prospect? Is this the beginning of a new chapter in F1, or a gamble from a new team aiming too high too soon? Stay tuned. More updates coming soon.